Welcome, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome. Happy Monday. So, Michelle on Demand is live on Show Me Nourish, and we are here on Zoom with everyone who subscribes to Michelle on Demand. So, I am having right now, currently, I'm having to look in two separate directions, guys. So, everyone who subscribes to Michelle on Demand, please bear with me. I'm going to speak to the Facebook group, okay? So you can actually stream both ways if you want, or just go out on Facebook as well. But remember, this will be in the private community later today so that you can actually view it in its entirety, okay? All right, so welcome back, everyone. Welcome, Show Me Nourish Land, to Michelle on Demand. If you're unfamiliar with Michelle on Demand, I go live on Zoom with all of those who subscribe to Michelle on Demand. This is where you get my one-on-one time. Now, here today on this channel, you're only going to get 20 minutes of my time. If you would like to join the group over here on Zoom and have the continuous coaching that I offer, you can do that. You can go to michelleondemand.godaddysite.com and you can register and get yourself set up to join us over here with everyone as they are getting their one-on-one nutrition plans. They're getting downloadable resources. They're in the private community. They're getting my one-on-one attention for an entire hour. You're only going to get me for 20 minutes. Okay, so welcome back to Michelle on Demand. Happy Monday, everyone. We're going to take a moment here because today's topic is all about, if you saw the post, excuse me, if you saw the post, I've been drinking a lot of water today. Each and every day I put up a post out on Show Me Nourish. Today is the food that is making you more sick. So there is particular foods out here that are making you more sick, and we're going to talk about those today. So again, I'll be out here for 20 minutes, and then I'll switch over to everyone who subscribes because they're going to get my one-on-one nutrition education today. All right, so welcome back. Before we get into it, I want to play a little guessing game. The one common food ingredient, this common food ingredient is in 75% of your food, and it's in your grocery store items. So I want to know if you have any guesses to what that is. I'm really curious. What is the one ingredient that is making you more sick, right? Making you more sick. Any guesses at all? Sugar, great job. Yeah. Anyone out here on my Show Me Nourish page, do you have a guess at all? All right, well, I'm just going to go ahead for the sake of time. It is processed sugar. Great job, by the way, Janelle and Doug, and who else? Let me see here. All right, great job. Great job, guys. Yeah, keep it covered. Processed sugar. Yes, I know it's like, oh, wow, right? So, and sorry, guys, my visual is messing up, so I don't know what's up with that, but we'll deal with it later. Okay, so yes, it's processed sugar. So it's not just obvious that it's sugar, right? It's in the desserts, it's in our sodas, it's in every item that you are purchasing out in those stores, okay? So it is a hidden epidemic, quite honestly, because a lot of times you do not know where your sugars are actually coming from. So like my diabetics, especially, I have a lot of diabetics on who subscribe to Michelle on Demand. You guys know. You guys are very aware. And you don't really know sometimes until you get your Dexcoms going off, right? And you're like, wait a minute, I didn't have any sugar in there. But they're going off because you've raised the blood sugar, and you're thinking maybe it was some carbs. But then when we start doing the research, when I start researching your food and going over what you ate, you guys are realizing, well, that had sugar in it. I didn't know that had sugar in it. Right. You ate it. You didn't know. You thought it was a vegetable or you thought it was something else, but it was a hidden sugar. All right. So most people think sugar as a sweet treat, but the truth is it's added to breads, pasta, salad dressings, yogurts, energy bars, even so-called healthy foods have sugar in it. Okay. So I talk about this all the time because we think that we're eating healthy, but we're really adding a lot more to the diet that we shouldn't be adding. So food manufacturers have over 60 different names. Did you know that? 60 different names for sugar labels. Yes, 60. High fructose corn syrup, cane syrup, maltose, dextrose, and so many more. But those are your pretty common ones right there. All right, so the average American, so if you're above average, just think about this. The average American consumes 17 teaspoons of added sugar per day. Now, guys, that's based off of an individual who is fairly healthy, by the way, okay, and is watching what they're doing, but they're still taking in 17 teaspoons, okay? That's far more than the recommended limit of what you should have as far as sugar. And I know that that's a little alarming, but if you've been watching a lot of your TikTokers, your Instagrammers, healthier side of things, health and wellness, they're showing you the sugar in the Ziploc bags. You know, this is what you're drinking in this amount of time, and this is what you're drinking over a course of a week. This is what you're drinking over a course of a month. They're showing you the sugar intake. So be watching those people. They are showing you, okay? All right. So, why is it so important to take sugar out of the diet? We've had so many conversations about this, right, guys? And the reasons why is because the health and food industry, you know, has allowed all this to take place. We now have ADD, we have ADHD, we've got, and then really that's a lot of it. It's the hyperactivity, but it's not just that. It's the cause of diabetes. It's, you know, raising of the blood or the blood pressure. You know, we've got several disease processes here that are being affected, not several, a lot. So let's talk about it. Your chronic illness with your inflammation and your pain caused by sugar intake. If you don't cut those sugars out and start flushing with some water, okay, you're going to continue to have the pain, the inflammation, wondering why your head is not quite all there. I know my husband, if you've been following it all, my husband was off for 4 weeks. The car industry, you know, it does a change every end of the year. So he consumed a lot of food. I'm just going to say it. He consumed a lot of food. So during that time frame, you know, he gained about 15 pounds. Not even kidding, in 4 weeks, because he just was like, well, you know, I'm not working. I'm off. I can watch TV. I can kick back. I can do whatever. Had this free going life. He couldn't put his blue jeans back on. They didn't fit. So he had to go buy new blue jeans. So how did that help him? Because now he's been back to work 2 weeks. Okay. They finally went back. The industry went back. And now here we are. He's sluggish. He's tired. He's sleeping all the time. And he's playing this blame game. There's a blame game going on. Yeah. I ate too much while I was gone. Oh, yeah. But, you know, I didn't do this and I didn't do that. But you did do this. You continued to eat. That causes more problems, especially when you're not putting in the right foods. He did not put in veggies. He did not put in good proteins. He did not stay away from sugar. He loaded up. So he's been in more pain. His hands are hurting now. His legs are hurting. It's caused from the sugar intake. He's got a high amount of sugar intake. So when we started pointing this out yesterday, it became very clear. He's like, wow, okay, yeah, maybe I do need to do something here. All right, so how sugar is making you more sick? Let's talk about it. Inflammation overload. So sugar causes chronic inflammation, which is the root condition of arthritis, digestive disorders, and your autoimmune disease processes. So blood sugar roller coaster. Let's talk about that. So I think this is what my husband is experiencing. He ate all that sugar during his time off, and now he's like, I really want it. I know I can't have it. I know it's caused me pain, but I really want it. I mean, he's got this inner struggle going on, and I completely understand because I have clients every day with an inner struggle of sugar. It happens. All right, so sugar spikes and crashes. It leaves you feeling exhausted. It leaves you foggy headed. We've talked about this, and craving more sugar. You just want more. He's got an inner battle going on right now, guys. He wanted something sweet to eat last night, but he just knew it wasn't a good idea. He wanted birthday cake ice cream. No, 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 no. Let's have some yogurt with some honey. How about we have some grapes? Let's do something different, right? This is my breakfast, by the way. This is That's for all of you wondering. All right, let's talk about gut imbalance, okay? So excess sugar feels harmful. It fuels harmful gut bacteria, okay? So we get this imbalance because the sugar is trying to be consumed in the body, absorbed by the body, right? It's spiking the insulin, it's making that pancreas work overtime. How many of you are suffering from pancreatitis or ulcerative colitis? I know I've got 2 in here. Okay. All right. Anyone out there suffering, I encourage you to reach out to me. Let's have this conversation. It will benefit you in so many ways. All right. So gut imbalance again. It fuels harmful gut bacteria. It leads to bloating. How many of you have had ice cream and then all of a sudden you feel like out here, pregnant again, didn't know that could even feel that way, right? It's from the sugar. All right. So constipation. If you're intaking a lot of sugar and you're having issues with your bowels, check your sugar levels. Okay. Poor nutrient absorption. Sugar will stop good nutrition coming into the body. It will block it off. Liver damage and fat storage. Let's talk about that. So the liver converts excess sugar into fat, right? And that leads to fatty liver disease. Anybody taking my liver disease class? So if you haven't signed up yet, go do that. Fatty liver disease is a truly harmful disease process. It will take you down. It's a silent way of taking you down because you don't realize that you're actually with fatty liver disease. And this was something I was talking to my husband about the other day. Anyone over the age of 40? You're suffering from fatty liver disease. If you're a diabetic, you definitely are suffering from fatty liver disease. So you need to reach out and we need to have a chat. But like I was telling him, he's fatigued, tired all the time. He does not eat what I eat. Not everybody's going to be on your journey. We talked about this. Not everybody's going to be on your journey. He's not on my journey. Okay. He hasn't been on my journey for years. I've been on this journey for 11 years, guys. He's not one time been on my journey. Okay. And here he is, 56 years old. He's suffering. He's suffering. And I'm praying every day that he's seeing daylight. But we'll see. I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted. All right. So heart disease and high blood pressure. Sugar increases bad cholesterol. It raises the risk of heart disease and stroke. Yes. So if you're if you've got people in your family that are suffering from heart disease or stroke, I mean, I don't like to go on this whole thing about how you're genetically connected and all that, because I really believe you're in your own destiny of what you do. I'm not saying there are not predisposition factors. What I'm saying is that you have the ability to control what goes in your mouth, how it, is handled. So we do have an opportunity to change things, is what I'm saying. It is within us. All right. All right. Sorry, I'm getting dry. All right. So how can we reduce the sugar, especially those hidden sugars, right? So let's read the labels. All right. Understand what you're reading. And if you don't understand what you're reading, get on this phone and type it in. Scan it. There are ways that you can scan what they're saying on the labels, and you can have it actually tell you what it is. It'll tell you if it's a sugar, right? Excuse me. So look for hidden sugars and ingredients listings. Okay. That's important. And anything else, like anything that ends in like an OSE, if it ends in OSE, or any of them that say syrups, things like that. All right. Choose whole foods, guys. Whole foods. Stick to the foods that don't come with an ingredient list. We all know our vegetables are good. We all know our fruits are good. Fruits do have natural occurring sugars. Natural occurring sugars put with good protein and fiber, you don't spike blood sugars. When you put them in combination with foods like you should, and that's what I'm here for, to teach you how, you don't spike blood sugars. So I'm really proud, as I wrap up my 20 minutes here with you guys today, I am really proud of a current client of mine, and he'll see it here on Michelle on Demand because he's part of the group. He's not here with us today because he's on the road. But I'm really proud of one of my clients. In 2 weeks of being here, And I'm not mentioning any names, but in 2 weeks of being here, he's dropped his HbA1c with my help from a 9.5 to an 8.5. So he's down and he's doing good. He's really doing, typically he takes five shots a day. In 2 weeks, he's had just several shots. He hasn't had to take the 5 a day. He's doing really well. I'm super proud of him. So if you're a diabetic out there, you're suffering, or if you've got high blood pressure, let me know. We can get you under control. We can get that taken care of. But I'm super proud of him. His attitudes changed. His mental mindset's changed. He's a complete different person coming into this week than he was 2 weeks ago. Super proud of this man. Super, super proud of this man. So again, that is a wrap for Michelle on Demand today. Stay right here on Zoom with me. Go ahead and open up your lines. We're going to talk about your day. How do you feel? What is it that we need to nutritionally educate on with you today and get you through your day? Bye, Show Me Nourish Land. Have a beautiful and wonderful day. Yes, go ahead and open up your lines. Have a beautiful day.